If you're an entrepreneur looking at Canada in 2026, there's one work permit that keeps surfacing, not for job seekers, not for resumes, but for people who buy, run, and control businesses. It's called a C11 Significant Benefit Work Permit. And no, this is not an LMIA workaround for employees. This is a business owner pathway. At its core, C11 is simple. Canada allows certain entrepreneurs to work here without an LMIA when their presence delivers real measurable value to the country, not promises, not plans on paper results. Here's what a real C11 case actually looks like. An entrepreneur identifies an existing Canadian business. It already operates, it has employees, customers, revenue. They purchase the business, inject new capital, and step into a hands-on leadership role, running operations, making decisions, and being directly accountable for performance. From Canada's perspective, this is critical. Jobs are protected, economic activity continues. A viable business doesn't collapse or disappear. That's the logic behind C11. This permit falls under the International Mobility Program, which means no LMI, no job advertising, no proving, no Canadian applied. Instead, officers focus on only one question. Does this person's presence in Canada create a significant benefit? That benefit is usually economic and operational. Jobs created or preserved, business growth, specialized expertise that materially improve the company. Now let's cut through the noise and answer what people actually want to know. How much investment is required? There is no official minimum written in the law, but don't confuse that with reality. Strong C11 cases involve serious capital. Most viable files fall in the low six figures or higher. In practice, many approved cases sit around $150,000 to $300,000 Canadian, with $200,000 being very common. Not because there's a magic number, but because officers assess scale, credibility, and seriousness. Tiny low capital businesses struggle here. C11 is not built for hobby operations. Now, how long does processing take? This is a work permit, not permanent residence, so timelines are faster. In many cases, processing ranges from 2 to 6 months, depending on the visa office and how well the application is built. There is no annual cap on C11 applications. That alone makes it attractive when timing matters. How long is the permit valid? Well, most C11 permits are issued for 1 to 2 years. Yes, renewals are possible, but this is where many people get burned. At renewal, officers reevaluate everything. Is the business operating as promised? Were jobs created or maintained? Do the financials make sense? Is the owner still actively involved? If their performance is weak or documentation is sloppy, renewals can be refused. This is not a set it and forget it pathway. Now, does the C11 lead directly to permanent residency? No, it doesn't. But the C11 is temporary. It is not a PR program. But many smart entrepreneurs use it strategically. They establish themselves in Canada, operate the business properly, build a real track record. Then, with Canadian experience and proof, they transition into permanent residence through other programs. It's a two-step strategy. And this is where people underestimate the risks. C11 rewards preparation, real investment, hands-on leadership. It does not work well for passive investors, tiny or routine businesses, people looking for PR without running a company. So the real question isn't whether C11 exists. The real question is whether your business model, your investment, and your role genuinely meets the threshold Canada expects. That's not something you guess, and it's not something you find on forums. If you want a clear, professional assessment of whether the C11 Significant Benefit Work Permit fits your situation, you can book a consultation using the link below. We'll look at the business, the numbers, the role, and you'll get an honest answer, not hype. I'm Jazz Dillon with Real West Immigration. If you're serious about running a real business in Canada, this is where clarity starts.